What's going on YouTube? This is SG1 Sports, and we're going to take a look at some bowl projections for the Georgia Bulldogs as we head into week one of the 2023 college football season. We're going to do this every week, take a look at the updated projections. I'll give you my updated projections as well. And we say bowl projections, but you could just say postseason projections, because it depends on if you want to call the playoff games bowl games, because that's usually where that's probably where Georgia's going to be projected all year long, unless somehow they lose a game. And even if they lose a game, they might still be projected. But let's just look at some of the other projections to see who they're projected to play. So CBS has them playing Ohio State in the Sugar Bowl, so a rematch of last year's semifinal. I don't think Georgia would really want to play Ohio State. Ohio State's going to have some confidence after they came so close last year, and so that's a matchup that I think Georgia, you'd probably rather play somebody else, but still would be a big time game there, of course. And I feel like all of these projections have Georgia as the 1 seed, and that's why you've got them in the Sugar Bowl versus going out west. But yeah, Georgia, Ohio State here in the Sugar Bowl. That's what CBS projects. 24/7 also puts them in the Sugar Bowl, but they have them playing in Michigan. And again, this would be a semifinal matchup. So Ohio State or Michigan, depends on how things go in the Big Ten. Probably not going to play the Big Ten winner. So whoever wins the Big Ten is probably going to be the 2 seed or maybe the 3 seed. It's probably going to be actually the loser of the Ohio State-Michigan game. So I guess 24/7 is expecting Ohio State to win that game maybe. And that's why you would wind up with Michigan. But again, everyone's pretty much got Georgia as the 1 seed. We can look at Athlon, their preseason projections. A little bit different. They've got them playing USC. And that would be a fun matchup. How about the Georgia defense against this explosive USC offense? How would that play out? Obviously, that will be a fun matchup there. I would love to see that one. Again, Sugar Bowl, 1 seed versus the 4 seed. They've got USC winning the Pac-12 championship. So those are some of the other projections. Now I will give you my projection. I've got Georgia also in the Sugar Bowl. But first, let's take a look at the schedule. And this is how I'm going to do it every week. So we will look at the schedule and we'll look at the games that have been played. They will be in green on here. And then I will give you my projection for the rest of the season. So it's going to be basically an updated prediction every single week. And I don't know if anything's going to change. I might have them 12-0 all year long. Probably will, honestly. But we'll come back and look at it as we get into the season. But yeah, right now, I've got them projected to go 12-0. I don't see them losing a game. Tennessee's the only game that I think could possibly be a loss. But I want to see how good Tennessee is before I even start talking about that, really. And then I've got them playing Alabama in the SEC Championship, winning that game. But I do have Alabama losing 2 games. So I do not have Alabama in the playoff, at least not as of right now. So I've got them going 12-0, then 13-0 with an SEC Championship win, and then playing Ohio State in the Sugar Bowl. So, everyone's kind of in the same spot here, putting Georgia at number 1, putting them in the Sugar Bowl. If they are number 1, they will be in the Sugar Bowl. That's guaranteed. So I've got Michigan winning the game, but I've got Ohio State I've got that as their only loss. So I've got them getting in the same way they did last year, going 11-1, losing to Michigan, not playing in the Big Ten Championship, and being the 4 seed. So I've got Georgia, Ohio State. If you're wondering, I've got Michigan as the 2 seed, and I've got LSU as a 3 seed. So I've got LSU only losing to Alabama, but I've got Alabama losing to Texas and then losing to Texas A&M. And so going to the SEC Championship, but LSU getting in the playoff because of their 11-1 record and their only loss coming on the road at Alabama, getting a big win over Florida State. That'll help their resume out. So that's what I've got in the playoff right now. But as far as Georgia goes, I've got them playing Ohio State in the Sugar Bowl, 1 versus 4 playoff matchup. And again, everyone really in line here with Georgia going to the Sugar Bowl. Do you think maybe somehow it goes a little bit different than that? And who do you think they should play, or who do you think they will play, and who do you want to see them play in the first round of the playoff if they do indeed make it? Let me know what you think down in the comments below.